Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have purchased two phones that I consider to be the GOAT of all phones. One phone being the Galaxy Note 9 that I'm recording with right now. I told you that this is the true GOAT of all phones because of the capabilities that the phone has. But then I also told you before that video that I purchased, and I still can't believe I found an untethered jailbroken iPhone 5S on eBay. Now this phone right here is, in my personal opinion, the best iPhone Apple has ever made as far as the size and just the features of it, from the time that it was out. It's just awesome. You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi calling, the size of it, 4-inch screen is just awesome. It feels great in your hands. Headphone jack. It is just an awesome phone, especially when it's jailbroken, because you can do a lot of things on here that you can't do with a stock iPhone. However, this iPhone, as I told you in my past video, has only 32 gigabytes of space on here, where you're only allotted, I think, 26 or something like that. 26 gigabytes of space you're allotted for apps installation, whatever. And that's not a lot of space. And I wish that this had SD card slot upgrade, but of course Apple will never do that. That's only a Samsung thing. So I told myself I needed to find an iPhone, even though my Note 9 is still capable of being the greatest of all phones. I'm just missing some things that you can do with an Apple phone. You know what I'm saying? As far as, for example, music production, there's a lot more things I could do with an iPhone that you can't do with a Samsung device. So I said to myself, even though this is a great phone, I can't really use it as my daily driver because it doesn't have a lot of space. So I went on eBay and I started to look for a phone that has, one, the storage space that I need, and two, the iOS version that I need. And so the sweet spot that I decided to have, because with an iOS 9 phone, there's a lot of apps that I use that I can't use on iOS 9. It forces you to update. For example, you can't use the eBay app on iOS 9 device. You need to have iOS 11 or above. KineMaster, you can't use that on iOS 9. You can't even use Lyft on iOS 9. And when you try to use web apps, when you try to use Safari, it's just terrible. So like I said, my sweet spot as far as finding a jailbroken iPhone is iOS 10. Now, why iOS 10? Because one, it's close to the iOS 9, so that you can use a lot of the tweaks for iOS 9 on iOS 10. And two, it's close to iOS 11, where some of the features that are on iOS 11 and 12 phones, you can put on an iOS 10 iPhone, jailbroken, through tweaks, through Cydia. So after some research, after looking on eBay, I was lucky enough to find an iPhone 6S running iOS 10.2, already jailbroken with Yalu, with 128 gigabytes of delicious space. I can't believe I found this. And guess how much I bought it for? $160. That is a steal for a jailbroken iOS 10 device. Now, why is this the sweet spot? And I already told you a couple of my reasons, but as you can see, you can't get this on iOS 11. This particular tweak right here, you can't get it on 11, 12, 13, none of those. You can get it for 9. But again, you're stipulated with the amount of apps that you can use in the App Store. So with iOS 10, this is the sweet spot where you can do or have tweaks and things and use apps that are meant for iOS 9. You can use it on here. And I'll show you that and tell you about all of those in a future video. And there are some apps that you couldn't use on iOS 9 that you can only use on iOS 11, 12, 13 that you now can use, that you can use on iOS 10. And one particular example of an app and I gotta talk about this now, KineMaster. I'm using that. I use that to edit my videos and put it on to YouTube right away from my phone. I could not install this on my 5S because the firmware was too low. And it was saying that you need to have iOS 11 or above. So I don't know how or why, and I'm not complaining, but I was able to download and install this on this particular iPhone, which is running again iOS 10.2. And with that, I can now edit videos on here, so I can record, and I record 4K, up to 4K on here. Edit them, use KineMaster to overlay the videos with pictures or whatever and text, and do it all from the iPhone. And 128 gigabytes of space is way more than enough for the capabilities of what I'm going to use this phone for. Now, yes, I'm losing an SD card slide that I have on the iOS 9. Yes, I'm losing the stylus, but I have a stylus that I showed you in the past video that I was using for the 5S that I now can use for the 6S. So this right here, right now, this is the GOAT of all the phones that I have. And like I said, it also has a headphone jack. What I definitely like about this is the metal back, or if you drop this sucker, you're only, fearful of damaging the glass front. So of course I need to get myself a case. It's coming soon. But just having a metal back, I don't have to worry about, bruising this too much, because metal, it may dent, but it won't break like your double glass phones that you have today. So I'm very, very happy with this purchase. So like I said, check out my future video to see the tweaks and apps that I have for this phone. And there is one app on here that's gonna blow a lot of you away, because I can't believe I found this app. This app is probably 9 years old that you can't find anywhere. And I mean, seriously, you can't find anywhere except for one place on the internet that I actually found. What was it? 4 or 5 days ago? I was searching for this app for at least a year, and I gave up on it. Went to this one site and found it. And I can't tell you the site, but I'm going to show you the app, and it's going to blow your mind, because there are some people that have been asking for the app that I can run on here that you can't run on 11, 12, 13, or whatnot. It's just awesome. So anyway, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, definitely leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.